just came on camera to first of all thank my friend Tulika in Delhi. She requested a topic for me to do a reading on. It's been a while. My birthday was on 27th and I haven't been able to do it because I fell sick, but I'm fine now. And the topic she suggested to me was very interesting. The path to your awesomeness. Today I'm going to be doing that reading for the channel, the path to your awesomeness. All right. The second person, and yeah, before I forget, she also sent me a very pretty ring as a gift, and I generally don't, like show my face. I just show my hands, so I always wear these really interesting rings. So she sent me a very pretty ring on my birthday, which I'm going to sport today in my reading. And thank you so much, Tulika, for that. It really made my day, not only to see the ring but the other gifts you sent me, and I hope that this reading brings you some insights and that you enjoy it. Now, secondly, I want to thank Anna, okay, one of my subscribers from Vienna. Anna is an extremely talented girl, I must say. She has sent me a very pretty deck that she has made herself, called the Dreamer's Tarot. Okay, this is something that she has made herself via her own intuition, and I must say that I find it very intriguing. I am a total deckaholic. I don't know if that term exists, but I love collecting, hoarding decks. I have so many. I think some of them I have not even used, but I love them, right? And she sent me this very lovely gift of this deck that she has made, and I'm just loving all the cards. I'm going to be using them in today's reading as well. They're very intuitive cards. I'm going to show you some of them as well. This is the King of Swords, King of Air. Then we have the Two of Cups, and then we have the Eight of Pentacles, the Three of Cups. I'm just wondering what kind of a reading is it going to be. I'm very interested. I'm going to be using these cards today. So guys, if you're interested to acquire this deck, please remember, this is the Dreamer's Tarot. Please contact Anna on the link. You can go to her website. I will be putting it in my description box if you're interested. It's called the dreamerstarot.com. all right, the dreamerstarot.com by Anna. If you're interested, please get in touch with her through her website. And with that, I'm going to end this. And before that, I am not very regular these days on the channel because I am doing another channel as well. So if you are interested in the readings on there, you can like or subscribe to that channel because I'm going to be there as well. All right, so that's why my time is getting a bit divided. I will also be having zodiac based monthly readings on that channel as well. So if you're interested, have a look, the Mystic Soul Tribe. Okay, with that, I'm going to leave you guys and I'm going to go forward to the reading. All right, bye bye. So guys, I'm just giving you a close-up of Anna's deck, the Dreamer's Tarot. We have here the cards you can see for yourself, a little bit more of a close-up. Of course, the website would be having a fairly clear view of the deck, so I'd like you to go and check out her website, but meanwhile just a small snapshot of it. account where you can see the photographs of all the cards. It's not, I have not been able to find the website, but it's on Insta very clearly. So the Instagram account, I will be putting a link to that here, in the description box. So please check it out. Hi guys, so I am here with my topic, and it is indeed an awesome topic: the path to your awesomeness, your greatness. And I am doing this on the request of Tulika, a very old friend of mine, a very good friend of mine. And I was also requested by her to wear my gift today on the reading. The ring that she sent, if you can see, it's a very pretty thing. So I'm going to be sporting that today. And not to mention, I'm also going to be using Anna's deck in today's reading, the Dreamer's Tarot, which I have posted a small snapshot of previous to this reading. It's attached in this video, right? So thank you, both of you awesome ladies. Now, before I start the reading, it's very strange, but I'm planning to do this topic, the path to your awesomeness today. And when Anna sent me this deck, she sent me a postcard, okay? And this postcard says, PINC, welcome to awesomeness. Do you see the synchronicity here? My topic today is the path to your awesomeness, and the deck I'm using had the postcard saying, welcome to awesomeness. I mean, I swear guys, sometimes I don't understand how all these synchronicities work. It's amazing. It's literally like the universe is like looking over my shoulder. So let's see what comes up. So with that, let's plunge in. What is the path to your awesomeness? Okay, we have 3 piles here, pile 1, 2 and 3. Pile 1 is the rose quartz. Pile 2 is the fluorite. And pile 3 is the amethyst. Okay, so please pause your videos and pick your pile, guys. Okay, let us start with pile 1. What is the path to your awesomeness? So pile 1 with the rose quartz. The first card is hands, and I can see the imagery of hands and various instruments, painting, sketching, architecture, some sort of materials, tools, where you use your hands. From Anna's tarot deck, we have the Dreamer's Tarot. We have the Tower. Okay. And what does it say at the back? Let me see. It says, destroying what's not meant to stay, destroying ego, outdated structures, life circumstances that are not meant to stay. Everything goes for a reason. Right. Okay, guys. We have the Tower. We have Temperance after that. And the back of it says, patience. Take care of the small things and be grateful for the little things in life. Forces bigger than you are taking care of things while you wait. Very interesting. All right. And the 4th card is Mirror. Treat your body like the palace it is. Number 4. Okay guys, so what is the path to your awesomeness? Let me see. I hope you guys can see the cards, right? First thing, something about the use of your hands is going to be a very major part of your path to your greatness, to your awesomeness. All right, with this card here, that's the first thing that came to me when I, actually looked at it. It could be anything. It could be in the field of sketching, drawing, painting, architecture, plumbing, carpentry. I mean, anything that uses the hands. I mean, for that matter, even tarot readings, right? We use our hands while we are shuffling the tarot. So any job that uses the extensive use of your hands, it could even be like Reiki healing. I mean, please apply the modalities as they fit. Please apply the professions as they fit. This is also a card number 15, which means that whatever you do with your hands is a labor of love. Okay, you're going to be doing it with love, and this path that you are going to take towards your awesomeness will involve some sort of major use of your hands. Okay, so that's one major clue for you guys. Okay, it could be writing as well, I'm hearing. Okay, now we come to the big things. Now we have two major arcana cards here. All right, I have a feeling that with the Tower card here, okay, it's possible that you might be initially in professions which are, kind of mediocre. You feel kind of average. You don't have that passion. It's possible that you, got into those professions or whatever work that you're involved in. Maybe you got into them because everybody gets into them. That's how everybody goes. That's what everybody does. But I'm seeing like a major turning point in your life. Okay, I'm getting the number 7 here or the number 16 here, so apply that as it fits. But something is going to break down to set you on the path to your awesomeness, pile number 1. Okay, it's almost like when I see this imagery here, again I'm seeing hands, right? This lady is using both the hands and generating some sort of vortex or portal or energy field, right? So it's like there's a lot of power that is going to be generated, I sense, from within your higher self. Okay, this portal is going to turn your life around, okay, because it is going to crack anything that is outdated. All right, it is going to kind of literally, I'm seeing you being transported through this portal into another life. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing, guys. I mean, I'm going purely by imagery here. It's almost like your higher self takes over one fine day, and they kind of put an end to things that are not working, to things that you have been sort of short selling yourself in. Okay, maybe old jobs, maybe old relationships, any kind of circumstances are going to be very drastically phased out by you, seemingly, or perhaps even by the divine, because the Tower is the card of divine intervention, right? I am seeing like a portal being formed and you kind of like, taking the shortcut to another life. All right, leaving something behind. Maybe at a point everything was like very temperate. I think for some time, when I pair these two cards up, I feel for some time you guys might have been in a very average life path, no matter what you were following, whether it was a job or in general even just feeling the way you were feeling about yourself, that is this all I am good for? Is this all I'm meant to achieve in this lifetime of mine, something calm, something temperate, something normal, average, you know, that kind of stuff. But maybe you guys were not meant to actually be in this temperate place, and suddenly you take this portal to another world where, you know, all of your life, and I'm seeing this as a pretty strong happening, very strong circumstance in your life that happens, that radically plunges you into another life. All right, it's almost like a, I don't know, I keep getting drawn to this portal here. You know, in this card, I'm seeing this lady. I mean, it's almost like this portal opening behind her. Okay, but she's kind of in a safe place, right? She's protecting herself. You know, she's kind of holding the cloths to cover her body, right? And she's protecting herself from this big beam of light. Maybe at a certain point, guys, you know, you were like, maybe I can't do this. Maybe I'm better safe than sorry. Maybe I should, you know, follow the road less, if not follow the road less traveled, and I'm okay having average sort of life path, right? But suddenly, you know, I don't know, this could be the divine, this could be your higher self. I don't know why I'm seeing this as your higher self, because the crown chakra is gleaming, right? So suddenly she comes in and, you know, puts you right in front of this light. You are meant to shine, pile 1. You are meant to shine, and I am sensing you are going to be plunged into your awesomeness, the greatness of your path, very radically, very suddenly, you know. And it's like at one point you might have been used to a very average sort of existence, but all of a sudden you are a superstar. I don't know why I'm getting that, right? I mean, if you look at this imagery as well, you know, with this girl dancing, I'm seeing her literally like dancing on a river, right? This is a sea or a river or something like that. And this lady is actually dancing on a river. So this is you achieving your awesomeness, your greatness. She feels awesome, as you can notice. All right, there are birds here, which means these are divine messengers of some kind. There are orbs, which means spirit guidance. There's music here, which means maybe music is a large part of you feeling good about yourself, feeling awesome about yourself. All right, and then I'm seeing the sun shining up here ahead. All right, so this is literally like the divine opening up. You know, the clouds are dispersing and the spotlight is shining on you. Actually, this is the card of awesomeness. It's also a number 4, which means you're going to be very stable in this awesomeness. You're meant to be awesome, pile number 1. You're meant to be great. All right, of course your profession would involve hands of some kind, that I am definitely seeing, but this is the card of reaching your awesomeness all of a sudden, guys. All of a sudden you're going to be this person. Now if I look at this card, mirror, treat your body like the palace it is. Perhaps for some of you, I'm sensing that body image or body issues might be a problem. You know, you might be comparing yourself with conventionality, with stereotypes, conventional stereotypes of how, you know, of maybe the need to look a certain way to be accepted as great. But they are saying that no matter what, treat your body like the palace it is, right? You are a soul having a human experience. You are not a human, you know, with a soul. It's not the other way around. You know, we just kind of don bodies. They're like bodysuits, you know, they're like clothes. So you don't have to take, I don't know why, I'm getting this as an advice that don't let your body image, your body issues kind of stop you from achieving your greatness, pile 1. Okay? Because if you notice, this girl is a little chubby, right? And we all know, you know, how much of the world, the industry, how much of focus goes on, you know, achieving a certain standard of weight. I'm sensing for quite a few of you, you know, you might be hiding your light because you are not so confident about your body. All right. One advice that's coming through is, of course, treat your body like the palace it is. That means stop putting in any kind of junk in it. Okay. I do sense with this sort of, you know, combination here, that you might have a tendency towards emotional eating, binging, that kind of stuff, and then end up feeling really bad. You know, maybe it kind of satisfies you for some time, and after that it all comes crashing down, and it's like a roller coaster. So you need to treat your body with some sort of temperance and let go of any kind of drastic habits that you have. All right. That is an advice I'm getting, but mainly what I'm getting is that you might try to you know, hide your light because of your physical body issues. It could be anything. I mean, it could be that you feel you're chubby, it could be you feel you're short or tall or thin or fair, or I don't know, like, you know, whatever, long hair, short hair, you know, certain races. Do not let that stop you. I am literally seeing you know, like this person is so supported by the divine on this path that you have, that you are going to take to your awesomeness, that, you know, you do not even need to worry about how you're looking, because you are placed up there. You are getting some sort of love, reverence, support from a power that is higher, you know, from a power that does not judge you just based on your body structure. They are looking at your spirit, pile number one, right? So when you let go of these issues, okay, so there are two things I'm seeing. One, when you let go of any kind of limitations in your life, all right, with the Tower card, I see you letting go of limitations of any kind in your life, letting go of the averageness of your life. You know, when you actually call onto the divine and say, you know, that I do not feel that there will come a time in this path of yours, pile one, where you are going to be fed up. You're going to be done with being average. All right. You're going to be done with hiding your light in any way, shape or form. And then that's when the Tower moment happens, and, you know, everything changes in your life. I'm seeing drastic changes here. All right. I'm seeing you literally being placed up. All right. I'm seeing like a castle. I'm seeing like a castle on the horizon here. So there is so much you are going to achieve, pile one. Do not let anything stop you. And I do sense you're going to have some sort of obstacles on the way, because, you know, I feel certain earth related matters, conditioning, society, culture, something might try to stop you, try to make you feel bad about yourself, try to question yourself. Am I even, you know, like, who am I to think that I can be so great? Can I dream so big? Can I? But this is the divine telling you, yes, you should not limit yourself. No person, no being should limit themselves, because the soul self, the internal being is so powerful, so beautiful, so vast and so expansive. Don't let just an outer covering dim your light. I'm getting this as a very strong message. You are going to be so supported on this path. You're going to be, you know, like risen up, carried by the divine. Music is going to make you feel much better, pile one. So, you know, in good vibrations, positive vibrations. So ensure that you listen to music. All right. Stay near water. as well as dance. I'm seeing dancing, you know. Maybe that's going to make you shake off any kind of negative energies, any kind of lethargy or something like that. All right. I'm also getting that when you start treating yourself like, you know, like a prince or princess, that is when you're going to start feeling like that. So there is manifestation here at work as well. And when I see this castle, I'm seeing so many big achievements, or rather one major big achievement in your path to your awesomeness. So you are hitting the peak somewhere, pile one. That is your path to your awesomeness is basically to reach the top. All right, you are going to be in the spotlight. Even if you don't want to, I do sense with this person here trying to hide herself, maybe you guys, you know, don't like the limelight, but I am sensing that you will have to. It's going to happen to you guys. These are very, and it's going to be there for a very long time with the number 4 here, right? So guys, you need to understand this is your path. This is the path to your awesomeness. You are going to be reaching this castle. You are going to be kind of, I don't know, I'm seeing this almost as some sort of a performer. So maybe you are going to be in the public eye, I'm sensing. Pile number 1. You are going to be in the public eye. You are divinely, you're going to be divinely guided to be in the public eye, and it's going to be a very stable name or fame that you're going to have. I do sense that you will be in the spotlight somehow. If you guys don't like that, well, too bad. Maybe you need to get out of your conditioning about being in the public eye, because you guys are headed for, you know, recognition. I'm hearing recognition. And of course, this would involve hands. Perhaps for some of you, it could be dancing. Dancing also does involve hands to some extent, but you know, please don't take that literally. It could be, it's one of the options. But yes, to a large extent, I'm seeing that hands are something that you're going to be using, and you are going to be doing something which is your passion. All right, because this is a number 6 card. All right, it is going to be a labor of love that you are going, that is going to set you on the path to your happiness. All right, so you can check with yourself what you're doing. Maybe if you're already doing that, then you know that, you know, you need to go ahead. And if you are hesitant about whatever this thing is that you're doing that you love, maybe it's time to sort of, you know, break free and do something radical in this field, you know, because you are supposed to go on that path to your highest achievement with this work that you're doing. All right, after that, I'm sensing that you yourself are going to be feeling so validated, so peaceful, so justified, as though you have, you know, as though you're on your life purpose, you're doing your life purpose. I am sensing this is a lot like the life purpose vibes here. All right, but something needs to break down. Something needs to break down before you are put on that path. And no shying away, no shying away, guys. Okay, it's possible that for some of you, I'm seeing that maybe there needs to be like a balancing of masculine and feminine energies. I'm seeing this girl also trying to balance, and temperance is also all about balance. So maybe at one point you were too much you know, in the feminine energy, trying to shy away, trying to be behind the scenes, not noticed. But you know, your path to awesomeness is so different from what you visualize that you're going to be a little shocked, I sense. Not a little, maybe a lot. You know, there you were, a quiet little, you know, like a dormouse, you know, pretty much fine with what you're doing, very calm, very relaxed, and then boom, suddenly you are placed here. All right, so this, guys, is the path to your awesomeness. All right, you're taking a portal into being a celebrity. I think for a lot of you here, you might be to some extent in the public eye, a celebrity or something on those lines, right? Wow. All right. Gosh. Okay, right. So with that, I'm going to go to pile 2. Right, so pile 2 with the fluorite. We have spirit guides. Okay. Feather, think first before you judge. My God, I'm seeing a lot of spirit activity here. Then we have 4 of water, which is 4 of cups. Okay. And then we have Queen of Swords. Okay, right off the bat, pile 2, I'm getting that for a lot of you in this pile, I feel you guys are going to be involved in some sort of mystical, spirit-related professions. All right, like I'm seeing Queen of Air. It's the air element, right? When I look at this card here, when I look at it, you know, she's reaching her hand out and almost like catching the sun or something, looking into the sky. This card reads wisdom, meaningful and purposeful thinking, reason, mastery of the mind, clear and rational communication. So I am seeing this more as this person communicating with the divine, with nature, you know, with plants and trees. I have a strong feeling the path to your awesomeness, pile number 2, is some sort of communication with spirit. I mean, that's not the only thing I'm seeing. I am seeing other things, but mainly with the spirit guides here and the Queen of Air. If you notice, both of them have their hands outstretched, right? This guy has you know, his hands outstretched and she has her hands outstretched. This one is receiving light from the beyond. This one is also kind of, you know, catching the sun in her hands. So I don't know why, guys. I'm definitely seeing that you guys, the path to your awesomeness is something to do with spirit communication. All right, now I am also seeing 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 candles here, and 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, kind of 7 spirit guides here. So there's a lot of spirit guidance that is there on this path for you guys. Okay, so please don't take it literally. For some of you, I'm getting that you might be guided by spirit to get into some professions which are very high on communication. All right, with the Queen of Swords here, I'm getting, you know, communication, very clear, sharp, controlled communication, which trickles down or which is understood by all the people, by all elements. All right, for some of you, I'm seeing communication as the main path to your awesomeness. All right, now with the 4 of water, I don't know, like once again I'm seeing, 4 of cups is about, you know, feeling despondent, feeling bored, and, you know, not really appreciating your gifts. But it is also about spirit showing you a 4th cup that you can choose to see or not to see. And once again, I'm seeing spirit here. So for a lot of you, I don't know, it's possible you are into mediumship or spirit contact, spirit guides, tarot, or any modality that involves a lot of spiritual work or contact with the spirit. All right. Now, with this imagery here, I am seeing, actually I'm not seeing this as, you know, the typical Four of Cups. I'm not seeing any boredom. In fact, I'm seeing a lot of calm here. I'm seeing a lot of peace, a lot of calm here. And it says, trust the boat in which you are sitting. Even if you might feel alone, it is floating in the right direction. Yeah, guidance again, right? This is about guidance. This card is all about guidance. It doesn't have the traditional meaning of the Four of Cups, right? You are going to be guided all along this path that you have chosen to your greatness, guys. You don't really have to. I sense you might be at one point, you know, very logic centered, right? With the Queen of Swords, I feel you might be someone very logic centered. You might be, you know, like in earth related professions, or just doing things by route, you know, by routine. You know, very controlled life. I'm seeing, you know, maybe you guys like being in control, you know, you like everything in its place, you know, very Virgo energy here. You know, you don't like surprises, all right? But the path to your awesomeness, if you let spirit guide you, pile number 2, is so, it's so different from the kind of life you imagine. I mean, this is the path to your awesomeness. If you actually look at this card, I am sensing that you guys have some sort of apparatus or some sort of machinery in your brain, you know, which gives you some sort of access to other realms. Maybe you guys have some very powerful spirit guides. I'm seeing the Buddha here. Like, I'm not exactly sure of the names of all these guys, but there is a red Indian guide here. There's an alien here. There's Buddha here. There's a fairy here. I mean, I think you guys, you know, you can literally summon your spirit guides to, you know, like carve this path to your awesomeness. All right. I am sensing that, you know, with this, you guys could be some sort of healers, counselors, inspirational talkers, motivational speakers, something on those lines. It's also the number 30, number 3. So there's a lot of creative energy that keeps zipping up and down with you guys. You're getting so much of guidance from the source. It's almost like, you know, your whole life is kind of like going to be guided by the divine. All right. At one point, you might have thought, you might still be in this energy, you might have thought that, you know, everything in your life is in its place, you have the full lay of the land, you are in control, and, you know, nothing could be better than that. I do sense that for a lot of you, you know, you might have been in this place, or you would be in that place, you know, and then, you know, you start asking, is this all there is to it? When you start asking that, I mean, I'm seeing this sort of trend in pile number 1 also. When you start asking the divine, okay, when you start asking the universe, is this all there is to it? That is when the path to your true awesomeness, your true greatness starts off. All right. In this case, this is what I see happening. You are fully in control of your life. You've achieved a certain position. You have stability, perhaps. You are doing really well in whatever field you are working in. Everything is fine, you know. But then you ask the divine, what now? What next? And then allow, you know, allow your boat, the boat of your life, to be steered where the divine wants you to go. Now, from a very rational person to all this spirit guide business and stuff like that, you might be like freaking out. You're like, you know, I don't even believe in all that. It's not necessary, it's spirit guides, okay? Like I said, for some of you, I'm seeing you guys hold some sort of like audience with various cultures, races of people, sort of, you know, like give them your energy, some energy which is some sort of guidance which is coming to you from the divine is what you are going to be imparting to other people. All right, so it's almost like you're a channel for the divine. Whatever work, whatever profession that you get into, you are going to be like a channel for the divine. All right, and I do sense a lot of communication here, whether it is communication from the you know, with the higher realms, or it is communication with people around you, across the planet, across the community, whatever it is. Okay, there is a lot of communication here. With the feather card here, I'm also seeing angel assistance. You know, I'm seeing an angel here, and generally when I see the word feather, you know, it's almost like, you know, you have a lot of spirit guidance with you. You know, when you start on this track, this path to your awesomeness, there is going to be a lot of spiritual support. It's almost like, you know, these three girls, with the power of their chanting or whatever they're doing, this girl is almost levitating, right? Floating in the air. So things are going to be very effortless for you is what I'm hearing, pile number 2. Spirit is going to make this path to your awesomeness almost effortless. You don't have to fix anything. You don't have to work too hard on anything the way you're supposed, the way you are, you know, mostly doing in your life, I sense. You've always been the most responsible one, the one who fixes things, the one who makes everything work. With this path to your awesomeness, it's going to be effortless, guys. You have so much support. It's almost like you're going to float or sail into this path. Wow. Congratulations. That's amazing. That is amazing. And when I see the sentence, think first before you judge. So, yeah, I am getting something like, you know, because you are going to be some sort of a channel or a guide, I think any kind of judgmental thinking you need to do away with, you know, because when you are the Queen of Swords, right, you might be having certain conditionings in your mind, right? And that might make you judge people, maybe, you know, I mean, the main thing that I'm getting here is that you need to keep yourself open. Look at the way his hands are open, right? And look at the way she has her hand out. And look at the way this person is letting herself be controlled by these three girls. And here too, you know, the boat is floating without any real work. You need to let yourself flow is what I'm hearing, pile number 2. If you want to follow the path to your awesomeness, all right? Your path to your greatness, to your awesomeness is not going to be done by yourself. It's going to be done by spirit. And it is going to be to a large extent effortless, all right? I don't want to put in too many professions here. It could be anything. But I am getting communication as a major one here with the blue light here and the blues here. You know, I'm getting communication. I'm not exactly seeing like more than like, you know, celeb status or a public eye. I'm seeing you reaching out to diversity. Diversity is what I'm seeing here. With so many diverse, you know, personalities here as your spirit guides. And with these three people being so different, I'm seeing a lot of diversity that you're going to be interacting with on the path to your awesomeness, on the path to your greatness. All right. I think you are going to be someone very impartial. You are going to be someone who's going to, you know, facilitate people. And it's going to, with the number 26 here, it's a number 8, okay? It's going to last you a very long time, because you are some sort of a channel, whether you're aware of it or not. Pile number 2, you are a divine channel. Maybe, you know, your life might be starkly different once you start following this path to your greatness. It will be very different, because I think at one point of time you might have been like, you know, very much in control. But now, as you open yourself up to go with the flow, you are going to gather so much abundance, guys. You know, open yourself up, you know, keep an open mind. Narrow-minded thinking is something you would need to do away with. All right, because the divine, I sense, has a very unique path for you guys. Very unique. It's going to be totally guided by spirit. I'm sensing literally like pointers given to you, synchronicities along the way, things happening all by themselves, messages coming by themselves, people coming and supporting you. And there is no loneliness on this path at all. I'm seeing a lot of companionship, camaraderie, friends. I don't know, like I'm seeing a lot of stuff here, guys. This is something very different. I mean, apply the fields as you fit, but definitely communication, spirituality, mediumship, meditation, way of life, how to improve the way you live, maybe something like art of living. I don't know, I am getting too many things here, okay? But basically, to recap, what I wanted to say is that the path to your awesomeness is going to be guided every step of the way by spirit. It's going to feel effortless, guys. You don't need to plug in your brains there and analyze and, you know, do anything really. You just need to go with the flow. And with you guys, I think going with the flow is it's the toughest thing. Because you guys are the Queen of Swords. You like to be in control, and life is teaching you to let go. To let go and go with the flow. That is your biggest lesson, and that is going to, you know, set you on the path to your greatness, to your awesomeness. I'm also seeing that, you know, it could be something that you start from, you know, maybe from your home or something, maybe from your room, you know, some idea, maybe some sort of talk with friends or something like that. One day on a pajama party or something, or a sleepover, you know, you guys might just experiment with something, and boom, you know, there's something that opens up which is so big, it's just going to launch you into another world altogether, whatever that world is. You're just going to stumble upon it, guys. All right, and it's going to start small, but it's going to lead into something really big. I'm also seeing it could be something like a group effort for some of you, that, you know, some sort of group effort, maybe like a small business that you start with your friends or something like that, is then going to open so many doors for you. It's like you can, you know, take your pick of the lot. It's amazing. I mean, like, you know, I see spirit guides here, and I see so many candles here. It's like there's going to be a moment in your life where you would not be aware, but spirit is going to engineer that moment, because it is going to be like the stepping stone towards your walking the path of your greatness, your awesomeness. Wow, okay, wow, where did that come from? Yeah. Okay, guys, this was intense. This is very different, very exciting. All right. So pile 3, with the amethyst, tree of life, mural, be your be your own first priority. Very strange. There's a tree of life here, and she's drawing a tree here as well. Then we have King of Swords, right? The back says mastery of discernment, rationality, truth, intellectual capacity, having reached a certain level of intellectual capability, direct and honest communication. All right. And then we have the Sun. My God, wow, guys, this is amazing. Shining from the inside, being essence. This is very big stuff. This is indeed very big stuff. Pile 3, whoever picked it up, I think out of all the groups, yours is like the peak of greatness or awesomeness. All right, there is so much you can achieve. It's almost like it's literally, I can feel the energy. It's almost like an I don't know, like a bomb, a nuclear reaction. Look at this. And then you see the Sun here. It's like, gosh, this is very high energy, by the way. So let's see. Right, so the first thing that I'm getting here with the mural, it says be your own first priority. So I sense, guys, that, you know, with the King of Air here and this be your own first priority, I think you guys, Pile 3, have a tendency to kind of bottle up your essence, bottle up your light. Okay, I mean, you probably prioritize you know, someone else, and if you have any good ideas, any great ideas, you kind of bottle them up, you sort of, you know, close them up, and you kind of undermine yourself, I'm hearing. Okay, you're highly intelligent people. You're highly intelligent people. Your ideas are divinely inspired. I mean, I'm seeing the Sun here as well. We see the Sun here as well. It's almost like the Sun is behind this person. It's shining directly at this person. The branches are growing, and you know, this person is absorbing all the light. You are the King of Swords. You're highly intellectual people, highly brainy people, and your ideas are very divinely inspired, I sense. And you understand, you know, the logic of it, how it can work, how it can impact the collective, how it can impact whatever area or field that you are intending to impact. You know it, guys. You know it. But, and you guys might be very highly educated people or something also, and the reason why you have all of this is because you are very brainy, guys. You're very intellectual. All right, you just get things like that. Okay, but I sense, you know, other people, other situations, other opinions make you undermine yourself. And that is the only obstacle I'm seeing, you know, for you to achieve this awesomeness, this path of awesomeness for you guys that is there for you guys. I mean, it's literally like, you know, this person is drawing a castle here, if you can see, and there are flames coming out of this castle. I mean, why would the castle be burning, right? You kind of burn down your own castles, guys. You burn down your own ideas, I feel. I mean, if the castle was not burning, you would be the king or queen of this place. And I'm also seeing you kind of drawing the ivy here. So it's like blockages. I don't know why I'm seeing this as blockages. I mean, some people would probably see this as abundance or something like that. But I don't know. What was that fairy tale story? Was it Snow White? where, you know, she was, no, that was Sleeping Beauty. Yeah, Sleeping Beauty. I'm seeing you guys as something like Sleeping Beauty. Okay, it's like there's so much potential, but you're probably sitting in this castle and letting all these brambles and vines kind of envelop you so that nobody sees your light. And this is all you're doing. Be your own first priority, guys. You know, you have to do that. If you are to take this path to your awesomeness, you have to understand you have to be your own priority. Do not put other people first, you know. I mean, if other people really valued you, they would allow you to make your own self, you know, your top priority. And by that I don't mean being selfish or, you know, like being cutthroat and, you know, like sort of trampling over people. No, by this I mean self-love. By this I mean self-respect. Don't let anyone treat you the way you wouldn't treat them, right? Don't let anybody make you feel hurt. If someone is, you know, hurting you, you need to walk away, guys. Here there is something to do with boundaries. If you want to be on the path to your awesomeness, you have to set boundaries. You have to make yourself your first priority, your happiness, basically. I don't mean, when I say your first priority, I don't mean that, you know, you need to be selfish or, you know, you need to be only thinking about yourself. No, I mean to say, stop anybody treating you badly. Be nice, be kind, be helpful, etc. But don't let anybody kind of, you know, walk all over you, because it dims your light. It burns you up inside. You know, it makes all these unnecessary brambles and thorns and things like that, you know, kind of cover your light. Cover your intellect, your sunlight, your essence, because, you know, I do feel this is the obstacle you're going to face, pile number 3, on the path to your awesomeness. Putting other people's opinions, maybe relationships, connections, marriages, friendships, you know, above and beyond what you want to achieve in your life. And you guys are high achievers. You really, really want to achieve a lot. I do sense that. But, you know, maybe people have hurt you, you know, maybe because you never put yourself as a priority. Maybe you compromised a little bit too much. You know, it kind of dimmed your light, and that might have made you feel as though you're not good enough. But my God, when you do away with this, right, I'm seeing you glow up. I mean, with the sun and tree of life, I don't know what is the profession I'm seeing here. I'm not really sure. All I know is that, guys, you guys can reach the sky. Stop burning down your own castle. Stop burning down your dreams. Whatever you set your mind to, you're so intellectual, you're so brilliant, that whatever you set your mind to is going to grow roots, guys. You know, a tree, this is a tree that I see, and this tree is infused by light. All right, I'm seeing the same infusion of light here from the sun, and this is, of course, the sun making its appearance, right? So there is so much radiance in this path to your awesomeness, guys. You are definitely going to be super successful people in whatever profession or whatever it is that you ideate. Okay, I'm getting ideation. All right, more than passion here. I sense you guys work with your mind. It is somewhere divinely guided. Okay, I'm seeing so many paths for you here. I mean, I'm not just seeing one profession here, honestly speaking. I mean, you know, the tree has so many branches. It also has so many roots. If you actually see, you know, these rays coming out, rays of light, right? There are so many paths here, right? There are so many paths to your awesomeness. So, like I said, you guys are so intellectual, you're so bright, you're so keyed in or clued in that, you know, whatever idea that you actually choose to work on, it's going to be very thorough. First of all, you're going to be very thorough about it. And you're going to ensure that it's a big, super duper success. I'm also seeing with this, I'm also seeing connections somehow, you know, like the tree, it has branches, it looks like a family of people kind of thing. Maybe, you know, you would be involved in some sort of groups or something, networking, connections, you know, like the tree of life. You know, it is about connections, right? It is about connecting to other people and then forming this whole big reaction or this whole big power structure. I'm seeing networking in terms of professions. I'm seeing networking for a lot of you. You know, when I look at the card, this card here, it's a lot city based, if you notice. You know, I mean, this person is in a very urban place, very modern place. I'm seeing city lights here. This one is all jazzed up, looking really good, golden. Public eye, definitely public eye, recognition, success, money, abundance, like the whole glitz and glamour. I'm seeing glitz and glamour here. For some of you, maybe you guys, you know, might even get into something like modeling or something, or films, advertising, something like that. Let's read the back of this card. It says, shining from the inside, being essence. Exactly what I was saying. Shining from the inside, guys. You need to let your light out. I'm literally hearing you need to literally pour out that light which is lying dormant within you. I think you've been kind of wasting your light on other things, maybe other agendas. But actually, you guys are like meteors. Once you start going in the right direction, my God, there is going to be such an explosion. I mean, I can't get beyond the explosion. Do you see this, guys? This is like an explosion, and then this is like an explosion as well. Like, I don't know what you guys want to do. I don't know. Maybe some of you might want to be like, what, astronauts, or get into something like, you know, those science things. I don't know. I'm not very good at all these professions. Maybe something like, you know, getting into scientific breakthroughs, chemical breakthroughs. That's one thing I'm getting. Energy. You know, something to do with working with energies, the collective. I don't know, guys. I mean, obviously I cannot list down all of the things here, but you are supposed to be very successful. And it's all going to be like an idea which is going to grow and spread. I'm literally seeing growing and spreading. I mean, when I see this tree and then I see these brambles and this whatever it is, I mean, like plants, you know, with the flowers coming in out here, it's like, you know, it's like a chain reaction is what I'm getting. Okay, like you have this idea, you share it with people, they share it with people, and then whoa, you know, it kind of, you know, it's something like the World Wide Web. Okay, someone thought of that as well, right? And it sort of became so big. It's something like that I'm seeing for you guys. I don't know, some breakthroughs, inventions, something new. That is what you guys are meant to do. You know, that is the path to your awesomeness. Stop selling yourself short and doing, you know, things that kind of don't let you utilize your full potential, guys. Okay, because I'm also seeing you guys are divinely guided. I mean, there is this fun element to you guys. Okay, so you don't have to be like, you know, the self-sacrificing one. You're brilliant, you're fun, you know, you have so much light inside of you that it's almost like, you know, being with you is like like a lot of people might even get inspired by your story I'm hearing. Okay, there is something very big here, guys. I think you need to just sort of, you know, like start looking at your thoughts, because I think that's the way you are going to sort of, you know, get your ideas. What else am I seeing? Yeah, I'm also seeing that maybe you guys need to be you know, like a little isolated or something to get that big bright idea. Maybe you need some sort of isolation or moments of introspection. That is when this idea is going to come to you. All right, it's probably not gonna come like, you know, when you're crowding yourself with something. It is going to come in some sort of solitary place, I sense. What else am I seeing? I'm also hearing that you guys might be people who leave behind legacies. That is the path to your awesomeness. You might be like, you know, leaving behind a legacy of some sort, of in whatever field, you know, maybe like a business, whatever you start, you're going to be so successful. You're going to be leaving behind some sort of a legacy for your family, for your group, for your community to follow for a very long time to come. For some of you, I'm seeing this as like, you know, setting up like a really big business. All right, something very successful, very highly intellectual, successful, entrepreneurship, big business is what I'm getting. You know, something that will be like a legacy passed on to your other next generations. Wow, guys, pile 3, this is big stuff. Okay. Yeah, exactly. This is the card number 8. Okay, 8 is the number of eternity. This is going to go on for a very long time. Whatever this path to your greatness is, it's not going to be limited to just you. This success is going to trickle down to generations, people, planet, community. I don't know, like it's going to impact a lot of people, I sense, right? So we have 7 and we have 8. So guys, don't keep bottled up. Don't short sell yourself. Don't undermine yourself. You guys are meant to truly be awesome, not just in your life, but I think you are meant to even inspire other lives. This is big stuff, guys. Okay, so keep that in mind. I think with that, I'm going to stop. Wow, this was a very amazing topic, I must say. Thank you so much, Tulika, for suggesting this. I hope you enjoyed it. Do let me know. Okay, bye bye.